Welcome to Commander Quickies, the series where we take a specific aspect of Commander and crunch it into a 5-minute, easy-to-watch video. I'm BZ of the Nitpicking Nerds, and today I'll be going over what makes a Planeswalker good in EDH, as well as how War of the Spark has made Planeswalkers great again. The one thing we look for when determining a Planeswalker's viability in EDH is an immediate, lasting impact on the game. It's important to note that a Planeswalker only able to protect itself while not offering powerful abilities probably shouldn't make the cut in a typical EDH deck. The more expensive a Planeswalker gets, the better the effect it will have to provide you to be worth the card. In EDH, most Planeswalkers are not worth their mana cost because of how easy they are to pressure, since you have 3 opponents instead of the 1 opponent these cards were designed to shine against. This video is not designed to address players who only play Planeswalkers for their cool factor, and for us, doubling season doesn't have a very strong impact on the playability of most Planeswalkers. Here are all the Planeswalkers that have immediate, lasting impact that we feel are worth including in your decks. Garruk, Primal Hunter, can draw you a bunch of cards, or if you can protect him, makes a beast and then draws you a bunch of cards next turn while surviving. Dack Fayden, the greatest Sol Ring thief in the multiverse, always steals 1 artifact and dies immediately. Totally worth it. Looting is also very valuable early in the game. Sorin, Lorna of Innistrad, and Gideon, ally of Zendikar, can make emblems that permanently pump your team up for the rest of the game, usually only good in heavy token strategies. Tezzeret the Seeker can generate enough mana to make himself a free spell or find key combo pieces. Xenagos the Reveler and Garruk Wildspeaker both can make tokens to protect themselves if necessary, but their mana abilities are very strong and are good enough to be 4-mana sorceries at worst. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. This has one of the best minus abilities on any Planeswalker in EDH, allowing you to basically wipe away whatever you want, sometimes leaving behind a Planeswalker that will continue to ghostfire things until he dies. He may even cause the downfall of the Dragon God himself. Nicol Bolas Godpharaoh. This card is best on an empty board, so play it after a board wipe and continually exile 2 cards from your opponent's hands, getting 6 cards worth of value every time. It's one of the only Planeswalkers along with Ugin to be worth spending 6 or more mana on. Along with having a lasting impact, being in your command zone is a metric that greatly increases a Planeswalker's power level, since you get to build your entire deck around it and it's always functionally in your hand. Most of these Planeswalkers we would not advocate playing in the 99, except for Teferi Temporal Archmage. Having static abilities, a new feature of Planeswalkers in War of the Spark, will also increase the playability of your Planeswalkers. If they can provide you advantage without being activated, they are more likely to belong in your deck and be worth the card. If your deck would play the static ability of that walker as a mediocre to good enchantment, then you probably want the walker in your deck. In our opinion, now that they have all been spoiled, the best of the best from War of the Spark are, in no particular order, Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, Liliana, Dreadhorde General, Vivian, Champion of the Wilds, Zhang Yangu, Wildcrafter, Nicol Bolas, Dragon God, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, Teferi, Time Raveler, Tamiyo, Collector of Tales, Ashiok, Dreamrender, Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner, Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, and Karn, the Great Creator. As you can see, War of the Spark has basically doubled the number of playable Planeswalkers that exist. Static abilities are a game changer when it comes to Planeswalkers. As an aside, here are some commonly played walkers we don't really like. Jace the Mind Sculptor is basically an overcosted Brainstorm, and that's probably all you're going to get out of him before he takes 3 damage and dies. Additionally, Tamiyo Field Researcher doesn't provide enough advantage to be worth the 4-mana investment. This card often replaces itself or better when played on a clear board, but the problem is that if the board is cluttered, she will die, and you won't be getting any cards back. Often, she rots away in your hand without doubling season. Elspeth Sun's Champion falls into a weird spot because we feel she is overplayed, but meets our criteria to a lesser extent. Those are our thoughts on Planeswalker playability. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. Special shoutouts to our 3 patrons, Joseph, Dustin, and Tyler. Peace out, Tribe Scout.
Because if you subscribe to our channel, it is 10% more likely that Gideon will die in War of the Spark.